Hello, who are you and what did you do today?
I'm Sev Furtek and I got 8th place at Stevenage Regional with Go First Sky Striker.
Brogan, let's get into the deck profile. Any shout outs before we start?
Yeah, first of all, let's shout out Josh Kelly, my man. He's going to go to Wilds next year. Come on,
let's go.
Shout out Tom, thank you very much for filming. Shout out my team, Team Shift.
Hell yeah.
It's been a while since I played some Yugioh. And finally, shout out Joe for beating me with Nordics, not at this event, but in the past. Right, let's get into this. So, obviously, we played 3-ray, very standard, no need to explain this. 2 rows. So, I was playing 1 initially when I built this list, but decided to play 2 because the first one was getting bestialed from grave quite a lot. And then people realized that if you take the rows out of grave, you can't resolve 0. And not being able to resolve 0 to pop and then Lemnis to link in their turn is like really bad. So, I decided to play a second because I'm going blind first, so a lot of the time you don't open a pilot. But if you open this, you can normal summon this, make Shizuku, add linkage into 0, add engage for next turn, then you have the pop and you have like follow up. So just kind of nice. And then obviously we played the 1 collector rare Shauna Jones. Shout out Josh for selling me this. So that's it for like the pilots. Then we played obviously 3 engage, best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! No need to explain this. 3 linkage. This card being able to just like make 0 by itself is really valuable. And often I go through like 2 or 3 very often. So yeah, I want to make sure I draw it because it allows you to like dodge imperm and stuff too, which is, I don't know, quite useful. And a lot of time I like reset this off of roll and then I have a Shizuku and then make 0 during their turn and then it's like live. So then for like quick plays we played 2 Lemnis. Decided to play 2 of this card. I did test 1, but I found that with playing 1, once you use the banish effect, like you struggle to like grind, and like versus Mitsu a lot of the time you have to grind, versus like Malice it can be a bit of a grind, and like I want to win the grind game because that's what this deck does best. So I'm also playing 1 singular copy of Foolish Burial Goods, and you send this off of it quite a lot because having a copy engrave is quite nice. Yeah, the second effect that links during opponent's turn is like super useful. It comes up really often. Then we played 3 Widow Anchor, standard. I was sort of thinking about cutting this to 2. But like this card's just so good, man. It's like negate and snatch steal in 1 card, like crazy. And also like if you take a light or dark monster, or even just any monster, and you crack 0, if you ray into Hayate or Kano with an arrow, you can then when you use Lemnis Gate banish effect, you can make a Zeke or an Azalea with their monster and just have like link 1 plus a link 2 in your extra monster, which is quite nice. Then I play 1 shot cannon. I was playing 2 of this, but decided to cut it to 1. It's good versus Murakumo, but it doesn't really have that much utility versus like Malice. Yeah, a lot of the time I just search an end phase when I have roll, and then I can just reset like an anchor or a linkage, but you kind of have to play 1.
It's really weird, I think, with that, because DD Crew is really powerful in this format, but like if you think into Vanquish Soul, all their cards get extra effects when your opponent has a board. So it's not the same as when your opponent's going first. So like, hard drawing a DD Crow to Vanquish Soul is really good, but hard drawing this feels quite weak because there's nothing going second, and even going first, they're normally not going first at the same line.
Yeah, a lot of the time, like if I'm going second and I have this card, I'm just using it to like bait interaction so that my thrust is live. And I can search engage or a breaker.
Thrust is crazy, it's true.
So I also chose to play this card, which not a lot of people are playing, but I think is very valuable. Because like the interaction points of the deck is like Kagari and 0, and like this card protects both of them, and like usually trades with like an imperm or like even like droplet. If they don't send a spell, you can just chain this, and it's like
I impermed your link too, and you were like, no sir.
Yeah, you're not the first person to do that today. Actually, a few people were impermed like Kagari and 0, and I just had this, and it's just like cool. Let me add back my engage and get some value.
Do you ever preemptively use it to play around things like Astro and 0?
No, but I sometimes activate it, and then I have the first spell engrave and activate engage. And then we played 1 Afterburners. Part of me didn't want to main deck this card, but like I feel like you just have to because it's like very good value. Like there's some pretty important field spells going around at the moment. I chose to play multi-roll and area 0. 1 of each. I think you only have to play 1 of this. I sometimes slide it out going second, and sometimes going first if I think my opponent's going to side in like backer removal, like Tom. Not even side, main deck. I played field spell no terraforming. I initially was playing the terra, but it just plays into draw too hard, and I'm not playing like upstarts or pots, so I tried to like not play into draw where possible. But like game 1, if you're going first, this card is like value because you can like this is a way to get to Ray. Like this sometimes just like gives you a free card, which is quite nice, but it gets sided out basically every game going second. So that's it for the striker cards.
There's a funny interaction with Area 0 and multi-roll in this format. The link to the Yami play, the light beast, says you can't target cards in the field zone. So if they have that on board and you have these two, you can't pop it.
That's crazy. Then the only like non-striker spell I played that's like engine is Rota. As I said, didn't play Terraforming because this card is worth it. I'm also playing Baguska in the extra deck, so if you activate this and you get like drawed, you can just go like summon Ray, tag into 0, tag out Ray Rose, put a Baguska in the extra monster zone and pray. Which didn't happen at the regional, but it did happen at locals and in testing. Then for hand traps, played a few. So I played Free Fluer. Like ideally, I wouldn't play hand traps in this deck, but with going first, like you kind of have to. This is obviously good going second. I think over half the time I activate this card, it gets interrupted, like either ashed, pulled by it, cross-outed, which is quite sad. But when it does resolve, like having extra cards to play into a board with my deck is just unfair because all of my cards are really valuable, and like the more cards I have, like the more plays I can do. So super valuable. Then we decided to play Free Draw. I would probably honestly cut this card now. I think I'll play Ash over Draw, even though I'm playing Crossout. Just because like, I don't know, like drawing these in comparison, in combination feels kind of bad. I guess if they Ash this, then you draw them, it feels good. But I don't know, Obedient School is a card, and this card does not stop Obedient School, so long day. Those are the games I lost today. I lost both my losses were to Yummy. Shout out Tom, he clapped me in the final round. But yeah, like I just didn't have an answer to Obedient School, and I got my arse handed to me by both the Yummy players playing it. Then for Spell Card on Engine, we played Free Droplet. This card is crazy in Striker. Like if going second, like when you like activate some cards, like you activate like I don't know, Rageki going second, then you chain a Widow Anchor to negate the Rageki, and then they chain something else, and you chain Droplet and send both of those cards. Now you have 3 spells engraved, and you clear their board, and Ray is game. And also, when you go first, like on their turn, if you crack your 0, and you have no way to get rid of the Rose, you just Droplet, send the Rose for free. Value. Then we played 2 Frost. Like, I didn't want to play 3 of this, because in the situations where you don't have a pilot and you just like they do nothing, like it's just another dead card, like it's mainly for going second. I played Black Goat Laughs in the main for going first. I did have one funny interaction of this today where he threw at me and I went thrust to engage, linkage send the engage, and then add the engage back, which was cool. But yeah, I don't know,
That is insane.
It's nice, right? It's nice. Yeah, this card's bonkers. Like going second, I'm playing like 5 board wipes in the side, so it's just more copies of the board wipes, which is good. Then we played Frost, 1 Rageki, and 1 Talents. Kind of don't really need to explain. This card should be banned. It's so broken. Obviously, this is go first. This is like my one concession besides Afterburner for going first. Like, you're gonna win the dice roll 50% of the time, right? The 50% you don't win it. You don't draw this like card very often if you go first, and it's like bonkers to search going second. And it's like nice mid game when you're like trading interruptions and you just drop a Rageki. I also dropped 3 of this on someone today, which is quite crazy. Then we played Crossout, Cooled By. These cards are mainly for draw, but like obviously this hits Fua, this hits Ash on 0, which is like, in my opinion, the place you should interrupt the deck is either the tag effect, which is I think the better one, or if you think they have nothing, then you can Ash the search and it's like okay. But yeah, like I think I may cut this in the future, but this card is like mandatory to play in this deck at the moment. Then the last 2 cards were 1 Foolish Burial Goods and 1 Black Goat Laughs. I was playing Metapose Fusion at first, but like card kind of sucks, you know. Like this deck doesn't really have many like dead cards. Like all the cards do something.
It's a brick and like 1 draw is
it's
not
a brick and 1
big enough
draw, and you're probably getting drawed already. So like I just chose to cut it. Off of this, I either send Engage, I send Lemnis Gate if I already have like a way to play and like have an Engage, or if I'm like super confident, then I'll send this. And this can also be set up for us. So it's also nice to send off Droplet because you can call like I don't know, Herald of the Arclight, Murakumo, Detonator. Like it just like trades very well and just turns off the interruption or forces one, so Frost is live. So that's it. Obviously 40 card main deck.
Would you consider playing like the Breakers main and like just like playing like Yummy, Lightning Storm, Harpies, like all that stuff in the main deck instead?
Nah, like this deck, like you need to have like live cards when you go first, because like the striker cards by themselves don't do like the most. They kind of get outdated, so you kind of just have to play like, I don't know, cards that can be good first or second, like Droplets. Like Droplet's probably the best non-engine in the deck. For the extra deck we played 3 Kagari. I still think you have to play 3 of this card, it's like the best one.
Is that only 1 ulti?
Yeah, I have 1 of each
Where
rarity.
are they,
I'm sorry.
bro?
I've owned like 5 of these, I sold most of them though. Then we played 2 Shinuku. Again, different rarities. Long day. I tried 1 of this, like I tried the Super Poly from the Euros list. I didn't really like it, so I just put the second one back in. And then we also played 2 Hayate. I do have 2 ultis of this. Yeah, same reason. I cut it. I wanted the second one because like a lot of the time, like when you're going first, you'll just make this to put another name engrave for Lemnis Gate, and then you just have an extra card to bounce for free, which is quite nice. Then we played 1 Kana. Then we played 1 Zeke and 1 Azalea. I summoned both of these cards quite a lot. I think I summoned this more today, but like in testing, this has come up a lot. When you crack 0 and you have a Lemnis engraved, like you can make this, pop a card, and then it has a hidden effect where if it battles, you can banish a spell and destroy the attacking monster before like this gets killed. So it's quite nice, and you can use that again on their turn, which is super useful. Then we played 2 of the best cards. 2-0. I don't think you need 3. I have a 3rd now. I packed it from my entry pack today. But
And you won the playmat with her
and I
on
won
it
the
as
playmat with
well.
her on it. Let's get it. Yeah, I don't think you need 3. 2 is enough. Like a lot of the time, you just Lemnis one of these back with like if you use the the Zeke, you Lemnis that back, and then usually like a Kagari, and then it's like good to go for the next turn. Then like the non-engine we played we played 1 SP. And 1 access code. So these are the other like non-striker links that I played. I have never summoned this, not once. I summoned this today for game because this plus a linkage is game. And it outs the Lunalight, which is scary. So the last card we played in the extra deck was 1 Baguska. This was a Typhon. The only time I made the Typhon in testing was just like losing positions where I was just like desperate. And it just gets outed most of the time anyway. So I decided to play this for the occasion where you go engage or rota to search Ray, you get drolled, you can make a 0, crack it for Ray and Rose, and then just summon this in the actual monster zone. And sometimes you'll have Eagle Booster, and they'll protect this. But yeah, it didn't come up today, but it did come up for a few matches against Missy Riser in testing, and this just like auto won me the game. Because you just linkage it off the next turn and you win. So yeah, that's the extra deck. Side deck. So, we played Freelancier. This was for Malice. I didn't know whether to expect Malice today because, like, I don't know, I hadn't read the Juhu cards yet before I entered the event today, but I learned very quickly what they did. Yummy's kind of strong. This probably should be like Meows or Gravekeeper's Inscription. So yeah, I probably wouldn't play this in the future now. I don't know if it's necessary. I didn't even side it in against the 2 Christian players I played against, and like I beat both of them without it. So yeah. Card for Lunalight. I don't want to play this card, but like, if they make Gold Leo, or like the new like Leo monster against me, the 3/8 one, I have no out for it. Like besides an access code protected by Eagle Booster, so like I have to play this because you can bounce it with Lemnis and then summon it again the next turn. But it's like I don't know. Maybe I should just accept the loss versus that deck. But like it's 1 card and it's alright. Then we played 3 of the best cards. This card did come up once today. Yeah, it's kind of toxic, but like the theory is like when you go first, you can just activate Heat Wave, and if you're lucky enough to have drawn a linkage, you can chain linkage, summon Shizuku, add engage, and then like the Shizuku with the engage researches linkage is just 8k next turn.
You're just playing spell card Tenpai, bro. That's what you're doing.
Spell card Tenpai. Like Ray is game by itself now. But yeah, this card's crazy, and I think it's like I know. Yeah, I would maybe main it, but I think it's better in the side of the map.
You mentioned not like ever summoning SP. Is it because you just want to kill them on that turn?
I just want to kill them. Yeah, like this deck does just kill really quickly now. Like Ray plus linkage is game, Ray by itself is game. I think I haven't done the math. Maybe even 2 linkages game. Who knows?
Who knows?
Then we played Board Breakers. So we played 1 Harpies, the 2nd and 3rd copies of Raigeki, and then 2 Lightning Storm.
Hell yeah!
So big up the Starlights. Come on. How greedy? How greedy? Yeah. So yeah, this is basically what I sided in going second versus most decks. I side out like Fuas or Drolls. Well, going second I always side out the Fuas, and then like 1 Crossout to go along with the Drolls, and then the Field Spell for the Sky Striker cards. And I just side these in because like if you Fua them and you draw these cards, like you're probably winning the game. Yeah. And then we played some trap cards for Frost. So this was for Malice, which I shouldn't have played. I don't know what I'd play instead. This was for like Mitsu. I guess it's good against your guys' deck too.
Yeah.
This one good versus Yummy.
D-Barrier is really strong against Yummy.
Yeah.
And like both of these can probably go in.
Yeah, I side them both right, because on the off chance I draw them, then it's like nice. But yeah.
I mean, there is a floodgate that works against Franklin Soul that you can set off thrust, which basically says both players have to reveal their hands.
Mutually averred destruction.
That guy.
Yeah, no.
And you don't play any. I mean, you could make an SP and crush card it maybe. I don't think that works.
Nah, I think that's like kind of toxic. Because I want to use linkage. I want value.
But that card would be cool to stop with both of the revealing cards.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, that's the list.
That's the list. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and have a nice